What I've got here is a Kustom Cockpit, and that's what they're actually called, and they're made by a company in the United States called Kustom Cockpits. Now, I first got introduced to these when I saw one of the first generation devices fitted to a buddy of mine's bike. So Rick Wright is a tall guy. He's got a later model S1000RR, and he raved about the devices. So I took an interest in these. We contacted Kustom Cockpits. They sent us one of the latest generation devices that they've actually got. Now, what I want to do in this video is talk about what comes in the box when you get the parts, how it attaches to the bike and what it actually does, and our experience actually riding with these installed and fitted to one of the coach bikes at the California Superbike school. So I hope you get something out of the video. When you buy one of these devices, it actually comes with a number of parts. It comes with a base plate, I think is what they describe it as. So it's got this base plate here, and it's got tape attached to it that you utilize to attach it to the back of the motorcycle tank. Now, what also comes with it is 3 different size extensions or, configured pieces. So there's a small one, you just slot it on, then there's a medium sized one, which is a little longer, obviously, if I can get it on there, all right? And then there's quite a large one, all right? So that just slots on. And you'll notice it actually gets longer and longer a little bit. So it would obviously suit different size riders, different riding techniques and things like that. Now, the way it's installed is you simply remove the tape, the double-sided tape cover, right? You then attach it to the motorcycle at the rear of the tank. And pretty comprehensive instructions come with the device from Kustom Cockpits. Now, this one here is the S1000RR model, not made for this one. This is the 2016 model RR. This is the one for the latest version of the S1000RR. So it's not going to fit quite well. But that said, the way it attaches, it simply glues on the back of the bike like this, or tapes on, I should say, and you'll see it's quite a flush fit. And I've got a couple of photos here from the installation on our coach bike. Now, the way these particular extenders attach is they simply slot in. It's a really, really snug fit, right? I love the fit. They don't wobble around or anything. And they come with a little card, they probably call it something else, that just slots in and holds it in place. And the way it works is if you want to change or experiment with the extenders, and you simply pull the card out, then you attach the next size that you want to try. In this case, this would be the medium one. And they come, the medium and large comes with a slightly different size card. It's a little bit bigger, and then that would slot in, and now you've got the medium size extender attached to it. If you want to go to the large one, you simply remove that, and then you would slide this onto the base plate. Okay, as I said, it's not a perfect fit on this particular bike. It slides on, and then you just drop the card in. And it's pretty cool because it'll fit your motorcycle, but it will suit and be adaptable to different rider heights and different riding, styles. So the only one that I tried was actually the small one. We didn't get a lot of time on track to, be playing specifically around this while we're coaching people. So I tried the small one. So there you go. Right, this thing is 3D printed, right? So you can see there's the obvious marks here where they've run the 3D printer over and put in the layers of the plastic. It's very robust, right? Quite solid, and I was quite impressed with the construction of it, and thought it was a pretty solidly made device. The fitting is very, very good, so the design of this, they probably use CAD design or something like that, is very cool, the way that they've constructed it, and everything just fitted perfectly together, so super happy with the construction of it. So my experience with this was, first of all, I got to summarize it by saying I'm a fan. It really, really did a great job. One of the things that we spend time on with riders at the California Superbike school is in getting people to attach correctly to the bike. And the area where we spend most of our time attaching, if we want to exercise, good control over the bike with the freedom to move, and also allow the bike to do its thing, because this is an inherently stable machine, then we want to attach strongly through the hips and the legs in that area of the motorcycle. Now, generally speaking, if you get a bike like a BMW, it's going to have a fairly slippery tank. It doesn't have much of a lip here, so you've got to go and put these, Stomp Grip or Easy Grip or some sort of grippy material here so that you can attach to the tank and get a bit of traction or grip on it. Now, there are bikes that aren't quite as difficult to attach, like the RSV4 Aprilia has a bit of a lip, so does a Street Triple and a Speed Triple, has this lip which allows you to get your leg under it. But the other bikes, like I said, with the similar to the RR, it's very hard to get that traction on it, so we put these grips on here. Now, what this particular device does is it extends the length of the tank. It changes it. Now, is that important? Well, the key thing, and this is the thing that I got from it, is what it does is, yes, it extends the length of the tank, but it also increases the amount of area and the available attachment you've got on the thigh. So without that extension, right, you get a bit of thigh close to the knee, gripping to the tank in here, but there's a lot of wasted space on the thigh area. By putting the extension on here, it actually creates more surface area that you can attach. You can use your thigh to attach to, and I found it super effective, and it made it way easier for me to actually attach to the S1000 RR, and I'm dead set a fan. Now, the only thing that we tried was the small one, right? So we had other people ride the bike as well, and to a T, every person who rode it said their attachment was way better because of this device. And as I said, the attachment is super important in that it allows you to exercise control over the bike with more precision without inadvertently putting steering inputs into the bars. So they all liked it. Now, the only thing we didn't do was try all the different lengths. I would like to try the medium one because it actually extends it out a little further. So if you pull the small one off and you put the medium extension on, you'll see it actually gives you that little bit more surface area. Right, so it actually goes out more, and it's got a little bit of a curve in here. So that's the one I want to try. I haven't tried it yet, and I'll do another video about that once we get the opportunity to ride this a bit more. The one thing, or the one question comes up, and people go, "Oh, does it interfere with your balls?" Because if you're a guy, it's obviously poking out here right in your groin. And look, I didn't have any problems anymore. It's got nothing to do with my genetics. It just didn't interfere with it because it's more on the inside of the thigh here, and generally you're not driving your groin up on here, on this part of the device. So I had no issues at all, and nor did anyone else. So very cool. I highly recommend you go and try this. Go and have a look. The website is kustomcockpits.com. That's custom with a K and cockpits with a C, obviously. Go and have a look, check it out. They make a range of these for the more later bikes. Now, do they have it for earlier bikes? Well, you would need to talk to them, and then they would, give you an answer about whether or not they can print those devices. But I'm guessing that for the earlier bikes, the only thing that would change would be the base plate. But very cool. Go and check them out, and I'm a big fan.